NFL news is just dominating sports right now. Atlanta Falcons quarterback uh, Penix Jr. Okay, man, I forgot his damn first name. Michael Penix Jr. He's headed to the injured reserve. He'll miss at least 4 games with a left knee injury. Let's take a look at it as well. Let's see how bad this is, okay? Okay, he
So
lands right
both
on his knee.
quarterbacks have gone down in this game.
Getting back to his day.
He's got that 9 on his jersey.
So both quarterbacks have gone down in this game.
Getting back to his day.
Okay, and maybe they're speaking of the Carolina quarterback, possibly. They say both quarterbacks went down in that game. Bryce Young, well, damn, Bryce, look at Bryce Young dominated 448 yards in the Panthers win. Look, he's got the 9 on his jersey, it looks like, as well. I'm not sure who they were referring to when they said that there, but regardless, we get this injury here, Michael Penix Jr. And let's see if I can change. Let's just go over here and let's do this and scroll down. So check this out, because this injury, it says injured reserve. Look right in the title. Check that out. Or, yeah, injured reserve. Look at injured reserve 173, and he gets injured 173 days before his next birthday. How about that right there? And they lost 30-27, by the way, an overtime loss to Carolina. Look at that. And 173 is the 40th prime number. Will miss at least 4 games. 40 is like 4. And you see that right there. He's seeking a second opinion after having an MRI on the knee Monday morning. Morris would not confirm there is concern Penix has damage to his anterior cruciate ligament in the knee. Penix had 2 ACL injuries in his college career at Indiana and Washington. Okay. But what were his stats in this game? I'm kind of curious. Do I have. Okay, here, look right here. So you see they lose by 3 points. And look, he's 13 of 16 with 175 yards right there. Right? You see that right there? I had a feeling. But yeah, that'll more on that coming up. So left knee, right? Look at it. Left knee, Michael, and knee injury all have 138. Michael even has 33 and 39 like left knee. His middle name, Terrence, has 39. Michael Penix Jr.'s got 78 like left knee. And this is a left knee injury. You see his full name, Michael Terrence Penix Jr. Wow. A total score in this game of 57 points, knee injury. Break it down to 57. Reverse reduction. Reverse with the alphabet and reduce the double digits to single digits. Look at that right there. 57, and that's the total score. You can see right here that this game is on the day leaving 45 days in the year. Now, check this out. Arizona's birthday is the 45th day of the year. And you know why this is interesting? Because look at his last name, Penix. That reminds me of Phoenix, Arizona. When you think of Arizona, you think of Phoenix. And it's not a coincidence that they have an upcoming game against the Arizona Cardinals. And they're both birds, right? Falcons and Cardinals. I thought that was interesting when I saw that 45 because I'm out here in Arizona and I know that Arizona's birthday is the 45th day of the year. Every time I see Penix, I think Phoenix, Phoenix. And you get that 45 connection right there. You get the bird connection, Arizona A, like Atlanta, right? And that 45 connection right there. They have an upcoming game December 21st. Even left knee injuries got 175 like Phoenix, Arizona. And remember, he passed for 175 yards in this game. Carolina's got CAR like Cardinals as well with that Arizona connection. Even this game, look, their last game was November 9th against the Colts. You get another C right there. But he passes for 175 yards, left knee injury, 175. And that's what happened to him with that Phoenix, Arizona connection. Notice left knee injury, 67 like Penix. Phoenix, Arizona even has 203 like left knee injury. This stuff is with the language. I say it over and over again. The language creates these stories. You see it with the numbers. You see how the letters convert to numbers. And it just really sticks out when you see those numbers match like that. Even Phoenix, Arizona, in reduction, 85, and his birthday's the 8th day of the 5th month. I said he's born in the 5th month, extending the Falcons' losing streak to 5 games with this loss. Kirk Cousins will make his second start of the season when the Falcons play the Saints on Sunday. Notice how the Falcons are 3-7. Penix left in the third quarter with Atlanta leading 21-16. 21 plus 16 is 37. See that right there? Penix missed the Falcons' 34-10 loss to Miami on October 26th. That's interesting because that's Michael Jordan's first game with the Chicago Bulls was on October 26th. And this guy's name's Michael. Remember Michael Vick? Like, was he probably the best known QB for the Falcons ever in franchise history? He's also left-handed like Vick. You see that right there? He may have suffered a more significant injury when he was hit by Panthers safety Trayvon Moehrig after throwing an incomplete pass. That's solid, isn't it? And we'll play one more video here. Yes, and as I said, football completely dominating the headlines. We had the shooting of Chris Boyd, New York Jets cornerback as well. But yeah, just all over the top trending news.
Stay tuned to the Falcons Roost for more updates on this.
Everything in the world is like already mapped out by the language. These players land on their teams by the language. I showed you the Phoenix Penix connection with the bird connection. They even have red. I think the Cardinals have a red and black jersey as well. I'm expecting some Kyler Murray news soon. possibly maybe some big news, as you know, connected to Kyler Murray, possibly. And I guess Kirk Cousins, is Kirk Cousins stepping in now? Or what? I mean, I think they have Kirk Cousins, right? But this stuff is already in the language, and it's like a script out of a computer. And these games are completely like they're performing. It's like remembering their lines if they're actors, like in a movie. It's and now you have gambling in the mix, so basically everybody just watches. It keeps them distracted, or they may not even care that it's fake because it's just, they just they want to bet on it. You know what I'm saying? But the stuff all starts with the language, okay? And the whole world is ran on the language. Nobody's sitting and writing this stuff out. It's just the language in like the computer pumping out the stories, and then they follow and play the role. That's what I think, okay? So who's up next for the Falcons? So they lose this game 30-27. Let's see who the next opponent is. It looks like they're playing the Saints. I think I mentioned that earlier. So they play the Saints Sunday, November 23rd. Falcons not looking too good at 3-7. The Saints not looking good at all at 2-8. Let's click on this. Bryce Young again, 448 yards for 3 touchdowns, 31 of 45 for the Panthers. That's amazing right there. All right, so I will leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed this video, as every other video I make, and more to come for sure. Michael Penix Jr. He is a junior, right? Falcons QB headed to injured reserve, will miss at least 4 games with a left knee injury. Yes, he is a junior. Until next time.